I'm going to give you a couple of tips on how to increase the quality of your showings and decrease the amount of buyers that don't end up buying with you. And also I'll help you to decrease the amount of showings you have to do to help the buyer make the decision. So, a couple of things. It's super important that you understand that the buyers are making decisions emotionally, right? Whether they're gonna choose who to work with or which house to buy, both of those decisions are emotional. So here's what we do. The biggest thing that I've noticed that agents sometimes forget is that if you're talking to a family who's looking to buy a property, most likely you're talking to one person. One person is decisive, the one who's controlling the situation, who's making decisions, and the other one who is agreeing to everything or disagreeing or have their opinion. But you most likely are talking to one, either it's wife or husband. When you're doing a showing, don't forget to pay attention to a spouse, I should say. Sometimes the wife is the one who's doing all the talking and the husband's being quiet, and you're feeling comfortable to talk to the wife and sell to her and speak and everything, and the husband's super quiet. And if you forget to pay attention to him and don't ask his opinion, what do you think? What's your opinion? What would you say here? Like, you gotta ask how they feel comfortable. Do you feel comfortable? Do you see yourself living here? You have to pay attention to the spouse, because if you only pay attention to one person, the other one is gonna sit down in the car and they're gonna say, look, you know what? I am not really feeling this person. I'm not feeling this house. And you're gonna end up with a lost client. Super important thing. Do not ever forget about the spouse. Always ask their opinion. Whoever it is, if it's the husband you're in touch and then the wife is being super quiet, you have to find the key how to open it up. Second tip is, remember that there's two types of personalities, and usually they're both are in the family. One side, husband or wife, is pragmatic. The other side is aesthetic. So one person likes numbers, the other one is thinking where their Christmas tree is gonna go. So you sell differently to two different people, and then you're gonna figure it out pretty quick. And don't forget about the kid. The kid actually goes first. Whenever there's a kid in the family and they're taking their daughter or son to a showing, it helps a lot. It helps a lot to bring a little gift. And if you can give that gift, then the family is locked in. They're gonna be with you. They're gonna love you. They're gonna be, working with you until they find the property. And those are a couple of my tremendous results. They're giving me absolutely tremendous results, and I'm using them all the time. Pay attention to a kid, and then pay attention to both spouses. Also, one more thing. Don't forget about this. If they bring their parents or other family members, make sure you pay attention to them and try to crack some jokes. Maybe you want to open them up a little bit, but you have to be like, if they're sitting in the car and driving down the road from the house, they're talking about you, everybody says good person, good, and then they agree on that. Okay, now we're talking about the house. Because if one of them is going to feel that you're selling the house, that you don't care about either of them, one of them or whatever, then it's going to be harder for you. So make sure that the ground is even and everything is smooth, and then the process is much easier after that. So pay attention to everybody in the family and make sure they feel like you care about them. That's it. And hope you sell those houses and like there's no tomorrow. Bye bye. See you next time.